Operator Molnya from the 2nd Battalion of the 217th Paratrooper Infantry Regiment, codenamed Yegor, successfully executed their mission with remarkable effectiveness. Russian forces are now focused on attacking enemy command points in the Chasov Yar region, particularly targeting the enemy forces entrenched in strategic buildings. With high operational capacity, the Molnya operator utilized speed and precision to destroy key targets in these buildings, which had become the main defensive strongholds of Ukrainian forces. Meanwhile, the 299th Infantry Regiment continued to push the enemy out of buildings and other structures they had occupied, dismantling the enemy's defensive power. As the coordinated assault intensified, the situation around Chasov Yar grew more heated. A Ukrainian BTR Spartan was trapped and destroyed after hitting a mine. Once the BTR stopped due to the blast, FPV drone operators from the southern group of Russian forces quickly responded. With pinpoint accuracy, they launched an attack that obliterated the armored vehicle, further weakening the enemy's position in the area. Shortly after this incident, Russian forces faced another threat from a Ukrainian BMP that had also hit a mine at the same location. The 215th Reconnaissance Regiment of Russia responded swiftly and in a coordinated manner, launching another strike to ensure the vehicle was completely incapacitated. The measured and precise tactics of the Russian forces reflected their preparedness and ability to handle threats effectively, continuing to assault enemy positions in Chasov Yar and breaking their resistance. The Ukrainian Armed Forces recently launched a high-precision strike that destroyed a Russian defense post near Yelizavetivka in the Kursk region, as reported by the General Staff. This defense post belonged to the 28th Infantry Regiment of the 60th Separate Motorized Brigade of the Russian Armed Forces. In a separate event in Sverdlikovo, also in Kursk, a Russian armored vehicle, the VPK Ural, exploded after being struck by an FPV drone. The resulting explosion, caused by the detonation of the vehicle's ammunition, added to Russia's losses. Russia responded with a counterattack. Russian Marines recently carried out a precise strike on Ukrainian military equipment near the Kursk border. Artillery from the 40th Marine Brigade, part of the Northern Group, successfully incapacitated armored vehicles of the AFU Assault Detachment, significantly reducing the enemy's combat capabilities. Meanwhile, FPV drones from the 30th Motorized Infantry Regiment, also part of the Northern Group, continued their strikes against enemy military vehicles, destroying armored vehicles from the AFU Assault Group as they attempted to advance near Cherkasskaya Konopelka and Ulanok in Kursk. Additionally, FPV drone operator KVN, utilizing fiber optic technology, pursued and destroyed a Ukrainian M113 armored vehicle in the Kursk area. After eliminating the vehicle, the operator continued their attack, destroying all crew members and forces inside, ensuring that the threat from this vehicle was no longer a factor in Russian operations in the area. Operators from the 51st Artillery Regiment and the 119th Paratrooper Regiment successfully halted the advance of enemy forces in the Kursk direction, cutting off the movement of Ukrainian forces holding positions in the region. The highly precise strikes from these units forced enemy survivors, or those already stationed in Kursk, into a trapped position. Drone operators from the 119th Paratrooper Regiment continued to show outstanding performance, with effective strikes forcing Ukrainian forces to hide and preventing them from coming out of cover, further deteriorating their position on the battlefield. In the final stages of liberating Dzerzhinsk from Ukrainian occupation, the 132nd Russian Brigade faced intense combat on the outskirts of the city, continuing their resistance despite the pressure from the enemy. Russian forces focused on clearing and securing the last strategic points, coordinating closely with other units to ensure full control of the area. In this context, forces from the 109th Separate Infantry Regiment, part of the Center Group, provided new insights into the liberation of Dzerzhinsk. They revealed that during the city's clearing process, a significant number of civilians who had previously been trapped and subjected to violence by Ukrainian forces were successfully evacuated. While the battle is not yet fully over, the success in capturing important areas outside the city shows that victory is increasingly within reach. This footage captures the fighting spirit and measured strategy of the 132nd Brigade, as well as the significant contribution of the 109th Separate Infantry Regiment, who together are on the front lines to end the Ukrainian occupation of Dzerzhinsk and open the way for complete liberation. The self-propelled Gvozdika artillery system also launched 122mm shells at the Ukrainian Armed Forces stronghold, destroying enemy armored vehicles and personnel daily. In this operation, artillery from the Separate Motorized Infantry Guards Brigade, under the Southern Military District's command, worked closely with reconnaissance units to carry out exceptionally well-coordinated strikes. With high precision, the Gvozdika not only destroyed armored targets, but also pressed the enemy's manpower at the front lines, effectively weakening their resilience. In conclusion, the coordinated and precise actions of the Russian forces, from the Molnia operators in Chasov Yar to the artillery units and FPV drone operators across Kursk and Dzerzhinsk, have demonstrated the effectiveness of their tactics and operational readiness. Through high-precision strikes, timely responses to threats, and strategic use of advanced technology, Russia has managed to weaken and disrupt Ukrainian defenses at key locations. Despite the ongoing challenges, the progress made by the Russian forces indicates a clear path toward breaking the enemy's resistance, securing strategic victories, and ultimately achieving territorial gains. The battlefront continues to evolve, but the persistence and adaptability of Russia's military units are shaping the outcome of this conflict. As always, thank you for watching and exploring the extraordinary stories from the world of military operations, strategic maneuvers, and cutting-edge technology. We hope this insight has provided you with a deeper understanding and appreciation of the complexity and advancements in military strategy and technology.